Schools must prioritize in person, in the school building for learning this upcoming school year. That's a developing story as we've just gotten the latest update from the governor. First time we've heard from her address this issue in about a month. The governor will be signing a proclamation at some point today that will direct districts to bring those students back into the classroom, being the main priority for the core subjects. But there will be flexibility in this proclamation that we still have yet to see, including clarity for remote learning, when they can choose to learn outside the classroom, and what type of decisions the parents will have when they can select what to do. The state will have to approve if the school or district wants to totally go virtual if there's an outbreak of coronavirus. And the proclamation addresses concerns about the teacher workforce, substitute teaching. Local 5's Rachel DROZE live from Van Meter where that press conference was held. What else did the governor say today to members of folks wanting to hear an update, Rachel?
Governor Kim Reynolds says her decision to push for schools to reopen for in-person learning is data-driven, just like her decision was to close them back in April. Reynolds says in April there were still so many unknowns about this virus, and while there is still a lot to learn, Reynolds says she feels it's important to reopen schools so kids can not only get back to their academic education. She says social, emotional skills and food access are also important factors.
There's so much more to school than academic instruction. In school, students learn to socialize with their peers, develop social emotional skills, benefit from healthy meals and physical activity, a safe environment, as well as access to mental health and other support services that can't be provided in an online learning environment.
School officials here today did ask for clear guidance on what to do if there is a COVID-19 outbreak come the fall. There's more detailed guidance coming out on reopening, which relates to today's proclamation, on Monday. And further guidance on the thresholds for closing schools because of an outbreak will be out on August 1st.
Which is going to involve working closely with public health to help first identify positive staff and kids and have them sent home or isolated, which is what we do for all sick cases, and then working through assessing exposures and helping provide public health recommendations for those specific settings. And so we know that we need to provide this support and guidance to our educators, our students, and their families, and we remain committed to navigating this going forward.
Now, just to recap what happened today, the governor signed a proclamation to have schools start preparing to have students back in the fall. And if schools move to all remote learning, they must first get a waiver from the state, and parents, they can choose whether or not to send their kids back to in-person learning or keep them learning remotely. Reporting in Van Meter, Rachel DROZE, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.